It uses color tracking and also motion detection and gesture recognition. So the first thing I have to do is tell it which color I want it to track, and I want it to track the color of my wand. You can use any kind of bright colored object you might have in your house. And the one we're going to use is this ball. A ball would work best, so a tennis ball or something like that might work. So what you have to do is you have to hold the ball in the very center and push the X button. And you'll see the circle. And you want to fill your colored object up inside the circle there, and then let go. And now it's going to track that colored object. So when I twiddle my fingers over the object, it kind of activates it. That's the activation of the magic. And then when I draw a shape with it, one of the PlayStation symbols, that's going to recognize the gesture of what spell I want it to cast. So if I do a circle, fire. That's the fire spells. So then I can cast the magic fireball spell, and I can shoot it out of my wand here. So we have a lot of different gestures. So if I twiddle my fingers again to activate it, then I draw a square this time. I get the air spells this time. So you can cast a spell right away and I get the tornado spell, or I can wait and let it get more power and then I'll get the hurricane spell. So here's hurricane. You can see it kind of mixes the graphics and the video together here. You get the kind of movie special effects. And one of the neat things is when we first demonstrated this, we had two PlayStations hooked together, and we were dueling each other. So I'd cast a spell at somebody, and they'd cast a spell back at me. And they'd see the spell effect on me, and I'd see the spell effect on them. And we did it over the network. So one of the other controls you have to do on this demonstration is if you step off camera and take a picture of the scene without you in it, like this, by pressing the L1 button, then it takes a snapshot of the background. And then with that, you can do all sorts of neat special movie kind of effects. So one of the secret shapes we had in the game was this kind of upside down triangle. Let's see if I can get this upside down triangle drawn here. That's the mind spells. And if I cast a spell, then I go invisible. You can see I can kind of fade it right out. And I'm kind of only partially visible here. And that's done because we have this backdrop picture of me, of the room without me. And like I said, when we demonstrated this the first time, we had a counter spell for every spell. So if somebody cast invisibility on themselves, you could counter that with the true sight spell. So I'd cast the true sight spell, and then I'd get my little eyeball that would bring him out, and then I could see. So for the tech demos, a lot of the time we don't have very many art resources, so a lot of it has to be programmer art. So we do lots of spells that are kind of programmer arty, like the California spell, as we call it, or earthquake. Not a whole lot of artwork needed here. And I also try to do as many kind of spell effects as I can that just use image processing. So then one of the other fire spells, if you wait and let it build up more power, you'll get the scorch spell instead of the fireball spell. And that's kind of like this. It's kind of cool fire effect. And there's all the PlayStation symbols, and there's also some secret symbols I'll let you try to find. And again, that's showing color tracking, motion detection, and gesture recognition all in kind of one big demo together.